greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Good morning, Vietnam!
Real Chat Podcast presents the 100 Greatest Movies. Everybody, welcome to episode 63 of the Real Chat Podcast, a podcast that's been rejigged and rebooted Hollywood style to guarantee cinephiles, as per usual, the real world as we know it. Now, this is just a short introductory comeback special, I guess you could say, just to inform you all of our mission statement going forward. So I am your host, Adam Stolfo, welcoming both our new and loyal listeners back to Real Chat. And I'm joined here by Real Chat stalwart and a very good friend, Mr. Andrew McCaskill. Andrew, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Thanks for having me back.
No worries at all, mate. You're always high on the comeback list.
Oh, thank you. Not on the top, though, by the sounds of things, but that's all right. Fine.
You have to get used to that new position.
Okay.
All right. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Whatever I did, I'm sorry.
And Matthew O'Neill has returned, fresh off your newfound foray into the world of stand-up comedy, Matt.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Welcome back.
I wasn't doing that last time, was I?
No.
Yeah.
Is that a new foray of yours?
Well, everyone's probably heard of me.
Absolutely.
I'm guessing, the listeners are probably like, oh, yeah, that guy's back, good.
Yeah.
Where am I on the comeback list, just out of interest?
Well,
position
1, 2, 3.
3? Oh, okay, cool.
Good answer, Adam.
A better answer would have been joint second.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
And Real Chat's newest member, fresh off her European travels, Penny Jelly has returned.
Thank you very much. Number 4th on the list, I would say.
Yes.
Never.
Thank you very much. Yes, back from my tour of Europe.
So the four of us are sitting here in our new studio, our new home base here in Brunswick. We did identify early on that we needed a technical upgrade for the show's resurgence. Now, obviously, I'll be your host for the proceedings with this new version of Real Chat. Mr. Andrew McCaskill, to my right here, is our cinematography and film soundtracks maestro.
No pressure.
What do you think it is about the film music art that, you connect with, more so than a lot of other people? Because you and me obviously have that in common as fans, film music fans. But what do you think it is about film scores that you identify with the most?
I just admire it as a craft. I just think it's an incredibly difficult job to do. I mean, putting that aside, just there's some great music out there that's tied to film, and it's often maligned because it is a film score, and a lot of people believe that it's basically referencing classical music and it's not original on its own standalone. So I think it's worth putting a spotlight on it and just appreciating the craft that is film scoring.
And Matt as well, who's the Real Chat horror expert, but you don't like that tag, do you, Matt?
I think expert is a bit full on. But yeah, I'd describe it as I like horror more than anyone else at this table.
But this time around, you're also our film marketing guy. And what I like as well, Matt, because you sort of use real or hypothetical situations here, is like the video game tie-in. Because I know that you're a gaming guy. I've learnt this recently, that you're quite into games.
Well, I'm not, more so as a retro thing. But I think that's the great thing, because we're doing the greatest 100 films. Like, a lot of them are the older films, and that's as kids, when you were waiting for the film to come out on video, which was a hell of a long wait.
Oh yeah,
you had access to the computer game to tie you over. But
what I like about these discussions and these future episodes, Matt, is that we can create hypothetical games, or it was a missed opportunity. I know there's a couple of movies in which we're going to be looking in the next couple of weeks where there's some real missed opopportunities, I think, for even 8-bit Nintendo games.
Yeah,
from the era.
I mean, Gosford Park, I think that's in the top 100. That would have been fantastic as a RPG. I don't know, something.
Great to have you back on board, Matt. And Penny as well. I think from what I've learned about yourself, you are a big writing fan.
Absolutely.
Right? So a chance for you to have a look at a film's writers, and particularly the screenplay as well, which is going to be really exciting to bring you on board to have a look at that.
Yeah, I love being able to really sort of understand the bones of a film before even a director or a producer comes on board, and just sort of see what that germ of an idea looked like and then how it is produced onto the screen. I find that fascinating.
Have you read many screenplays?
I've read a few. I've tried to write a few.
Yeah? How many of them got finished?
Me reading or writing them?
Writing.
All of them that I've read, I've finished. All of them that I've written, they're pending.
How many people have you shared this with?
A select few. It's the editor in me as well that also sort of jumps in and says, no, don't do that. That's not good enough.
Okay, but anyway, great to have you back on board, Penny. Anyway,
Thank you.
So Matt just made mention of it before. The 100 greatest movies is like the spark for the Real Chat resurgence. So where this comes from, I'll give you a little bit of background on Empire Magazine, who did an article in mid-2017, I think it was July, where they looked at, they got some of their loyal readers to submit their opinions on what the 100 greatest movies of all time are. So I'll give you just a little bit of background on Empire for those that don't know. So they're a best-selling British film magazine published monthly that brings world-exclusive movie news and first-look pictures of the films that you watch and care about. And their incredible insider access brings you the interviews with A-list Hollywood stars that no one else can get. So what they did is they asked their readers to sort of rack their brains, ransack their DVD and Blu-ray collections, and vote for their favourite films of all time. And in their thousands, they did, as you would expect. So what we're going to be doing here on this new version of Real Chat is we'll be giving this list of the 100 movies the Real Chat retrospective treatment, starting with movie number 100 and sort of counting backwards. So I think the great thing about it is that it's very subjective. And I'm sure you guys will have some strong opinions on whether or not all 100 of these movies actually deserve their spot in the top 100. So what are some of your opinions, guys, on this undertaking and your personal connection to it? Andrew?
I think it's the best thing about it is just the variety. Like, you're going to get different films from different periods, different genres, maybe a couple of foreign films in there as well, just to mix it up. It's just going to be an interesting kind of thing, to mainly kind of discuss its worthiness in the list and where on the list as well. So, just a bit of variety is the main thing, which should be interesting.
Matt, some thoughts?
Yeah, I think that the majority will be good. It's hard because, like, my top 10 has about 100 films in it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You go on about your top 10 films and it's like, oh, yeah, that one's in there, that one's in there. And looking down, like, briefly through the list of
you checked
films.
It out?
Yeah, well, the ones that you've sent to us, like, it's all like, oh, yeah, that would be in there, that would be in there, that would be in there. Whether in the position that they're in, I don't know. But, but definitely the variety. That's going to be great, just going from sci-fi one week to drama the next.
Yeah, because Real Chat really did get into a bit of a groove there for a while, where there's a lot of science fiction fantasy movies.
Yeah, like every alien film ever. Yeah, that's
actually untrue, Matt.
Pardon?
We haven't looked at an alien film.
Oh no, we have. We've done plenty of them, I think. Have we done any alien films?
We haven't done Close Encounters, E.T.
Oh no, I mean aliens.
No,
no,
not one of them. Not even
E.T. will be in there. I love E.T.
Yes, it will be in
Do
there.
your research, all right? Just,
just go fucking. No.
Well, it's the first blue word for this season. First of many.
And Penny, thoughts?
It's really interesting because I've also had a look at the list, and there's some newer films in there as well that have even just come out last year. And the list, for me, I'm the same as Matt, like my list constantly changes as well as to what is the top at that time. And often it's just, sort of what's in the zeitgeist at that particular moment as well. But yeah, I'm really excited about this counting down to what will be number one.
Good stuff. And we want you guys and girls, our loyal listeners, to hit us up with your opinions too, such as, whether the films that we look at deserve to be there. So email us, Facebook us, or tweet at us on Twitter. We'll be featuring many of these comments on the following episode. So listen along with us and get in on the discussion, and let's start a little bit of a Real Chat community going. That's definitely one of the goals here.
Banter.
Definitely. Yeah. So just a couple of things about what is in the pipeline for Real Chat with this new version as well. Hopefully we'll create some sub-shows for you guys to have a listen to as well that'll be released on the Real Chat feed. We've got a couple of little ideas sort of going along, and hopefully some of our team members and some of our sub-team members can get involved, as they say that they would like to. And the main thing that is happening this time around is Patreon. Now, do you guys know much about Patreon and how it's sort of this company that started up in the US, and it's become like a really, really good source of support for creative people.
Yeah, I've heard it through other podcasts and what have you. And
a lot of podcasters use it, and they can use it effectively if they know the tools.
Yeah, it's people giving back to because this is all free generally. You know what I mean? Like podcasts are. It's good for people to maybe chip in here and there. And
definitely
help out.
So you sort of think of Patreon as like a monthly fan club subscription, meeting Kickstarter, if you guys have heard of Kickstarter. So what you do is you sort of pledge X amount of dollars towards supporting the content and creation of a show each month, in this case ours, and then you sort of get offered different rewards. Well, that's completely up to us. You don't have to give anything back if you don't want to, but a lot of podcasts do, because it's a way of sort of showing the people that become your supporters that you appreciate what they're doing. So you sort of get offered different rewards depending on how much you pledge. So you sort of get charged at the beginning of each month, and you can raise or lower your pledge at any time. So that's where the audience come in. So if you chip in as little as like $1 a month, so it's like a tiny amount, right? Or more if you feel that way inclined, of course. But we can finally expand our operation and improve the quality of the product, all right? So the main program, in this case, the 100 Greatest Films, will always remain free. Anyone can listen to that at any stage the way that they have with our previous episodes. But if we receive enough financial support per month, we'll have the means to create some merch, produce some extra episodes, and give you other bonus content that casual listeners won't otherwise have access to. And most importantly, we want to know what you guys and girls, the listeners, want as Patreon bonuses or exclusives. And I've still got some ideas that I'll run by you just quickly as well, but you know, if people have some ideas, let us know. There's probably some great ideas out there that I haven't thought of or that any podcast hasn't thought of. So there's sort of various reward tiers in this idea. So you can sort of see the exciting ways that we plan to use your generosity. So a 7-tier idea. Now, this is a work in progress, guys. So we'll keep you updated with upcoming episodes about whether or not, you know, this will change. So tier 1, which I'm going to refer to as the runner level, which is only $1 a month, right? So that's going to be our main supporters, all right? So, and what you sort of get access to is the Patreon-only feed and access to live chat on Patreon as well. So that's sort of, you know, an exclusive sort of access to us that you wouldn't have otherwise. And that's like $1 a month, right? Tier 2 is going to be the best boy level, which is going to be $5 a month. And with that, you'll get behind-the-scenes photos and videos. And tier 3, the production assistant level, $10 a month, right? So that will sort of be like bonus episodes not available in the main feeds. Like, so maybe some of the sub-shows I mentioned before, right? So this will include our annual Oscars special, tributes to filmmakers and stars, and much more. And we have done a couple of tribute episodes, Matt, if you remember, there was the Wes Craven one.
That's right, yeah.
Also, early access to episodes as well. So 24 to 48 hours earlier than everybody else on the main feed. I'll just have to make sure that I'm on top of that, Andrew, in advance.
Where's the one where I get Matt to sing beautiful love songs into my ear? Is there an option?
$500 a month.
Okay.
Yeah, so
reasonable.
I've got that right now.
Oh,
Let's go.
Yeah, you recommend?
Yeah, do it.
Good.
The first AD level, Andrew, or tier 4, $25 a month. The ability to ask us questions that we will read out live on the show. Anything at all. No restrictions whatsoever on that. If you want to know some
dangerous.
Stuff about... Yeah, it is dangerous.
Better clean up my act.
I think I might be buying that one.
And also access to an exclusive bonus unreleased episode of our show, or a highlights reel, Matt, the best of Real Chat as well. So
that'll be a long episode.
I think I'll just be you, like, over and over.
Yeah,
I think.
probably. You're probably right, Adam.
Tier 5, the director level, or $50 a month, right? Access to monthly Google Hangout with us for just 10 exclusive people at once, right? So that's a way for like our audience to engage with us and be
What about
interesting.
like a Andrew McCaskill nude calendar? Could be.
If there's enough demand, I might take it seriously.
There will be, I know, at least 2 people.
And they're sitting in this room.
I'll make that 3 then.
Better get back in the gym.
And then 2 other tiers as well, which I'm looking at as well, which is the producer level, or $100 a month. And how's this, guys? Be a guest either in the studio with us or call in on Skype, particularly if they live abroad, on an upcoming episode of the show, and you'll actually be part of the actual full-length recording as well. So if someone wants to get on the producer level or tier 6...
And that's the producer.
Yeah.
And they get to molest us as well.
Whatever they want.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whatever they're into. And then the big one, Andrew, tier 7 or movie star level, $250 a month. Commission Real Chat to look at a movie of your choice. A bonus episode on the Real Chat feed, not part of the top 100 greatest movies.
What a relief. I thought that was going to be the calendar for a second.
Well, he did refer to, he did say big one, though, so probably not.
Yeah, it's true.
And receive a T-shirt from us as well. Real Chat merch. So, yeah, there's going to be a number of different levels there, guys, and a lot of incentive for the fans to get involved if they feel that way inclined.
I can't get that calendar out of my mind.
That's great. I don't have to do it now.
It would be funny if that's the most requested thing moving forward. But that's you've got it all sorted there. That's nice.
Yeah, that's probably going to change around, guys. So we'll give you updates on that. In regards to where to find us, email us at feedback@realchat.com.au. There's also our website, realchat.com.au, where it's been totally revamped as well. It's a whole new design by co-producer and designer Helen Stolfo, who's done a great job on the website. Here, of course, you can find out all about the ways that you can stream or download Real Chat, whether that be on iTunes, the Apple Podcast app, Player FM, Stitcher, or TuneIn. Our back catalogue of 62 episodes from seasons 1 to 3 are also found in the archive on the site. This includes full franchise reviews of the Star Wars films, the Back to the Future films, the Ghostbusters films, Mad Max, Jurassic Park, Terminator, and The Dark Knight, just to name a few. You can also learn more about the Real Chat team, see a list of the special guests we've had on the show, view the upcoming release schedule, explore the movies currently sitting in the prestigious Real Chat Hall of Fame, read my personal blog, including some written reviews to some of the movies we've covered, and much, much more. So be sure to check that out and see some of the amazing work that my wife Helen has done for us behind the scenes, guys. So definitely do that. Facebook. Now, interact with us and start some conversations, because Facebook hasn't been too kind to Real Chat as of yet. And I'd really like to get something going with it. So share our page with your movie-loving family and friends if you can. Yeah, get some discussion going with us, because...
I don't think it's too effective for anything these days, but...
yes, a little bit, yeah.
But
you're not really a fan, are you?
Look, it's a bit of fun, but yeah, I think it's been around a long time, and there are other venues out there, but it's good for starting parties. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Stalking.
And stalking.
Like Halloween parties.
That is probably the best part.
Like Halloween parties, yeah.
Halloween parties, exactly, yeah.
I was also thinking of starting...
Don't invite everyone, but...
Yes.
$1,000. Come along to Benjamin's Halloween party.
Tier 17.
I was also thinking of starting a listeners' society page on Facebook for certain tier Patreon subscribers as well, so we can sort of have discussion with, on a podcast contents. One that's away from the main Facebook page. So let me know if you guys think...
Like a group. A Facebook group?
Yeah, but like you still have to be sort of invited in or request access. Yeah. So if we have sort of a certain level of Patreon tier, like that'd be good. Twitter. Tweet at us on Twitter. Twitter has been great to us so far, and we look forward to this continuing. I'll be retweeting out to the world just about any correspondence that we have. I've done that previously. So yeah, definitely get in touch on there. Instagram. We'll be uploading some behind-the-scenes images as well as images relating to the movies that we look at. I'd like to make the Instagram page a little bit more active and engaging than it was previously as well, because it seems that everyone likes on Instagram. It's a lot more popular than Facebook at the moment, I think, Andrew. So Google Plus and Tumblr, I don't really know much about these and what they can bring, or anyone that uses them for that matter. But a lot of the podcasts that out there are on these social media channels, so we sort of wanted to get into that as well. Now, YouTube, there's not much on our YouTube channel, but we just want to know from you guys what you think or what you would like to see on it. There's about 3 of our episodes up on there in audio-only form, but we just want to know if this is even something that anyone actually wants, because it's not really being viewed. YouTube is popular. It's probably good to be on, but whether or not we should even, do that, I'm not really sure. If anyone has any ideas about how to use the YouTube channel, that'd be really good. If you give us an iTunes review and hopefully a 5-star rating, then I'll be featuring them in full on future episodes of the podcast. It really is one of the best things that you can do to help support a podcast, okay? So what I'm going to do is every month that we run the show here as well, I'm going to give a free Real Chat t-shirt to the person that gives us the greatest 5-star review per month, okay? We're going to have a look at them, and I'm going to deem the best one, and I'm going to give them a free t-shirt, all right? So get cracking if you haven't given us a 5-star review, because, as I said, it's really one of the best things that you can possibly do.
Did you say a Real Chat t-shirt or just like a general t-shirt?
I want to talk to you about some cool ideas for some t-shirts that we could perhaps look at down the track. I mentioned that with you last night. Because you are a t-shirt guy as well. So.
Yeah. Yes.
You want to tell people what
t-shirts?
I know. I used to run a t-shirt company thing, but not company, just
We'll talk about it down the track.
Venture, that's the word. So
that pretty much wraps up the comeback special, guys. So thank you very much for coming out and discussing that with me today. And it's exciting time. So thank you very much, Andrew.
Pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.